Hello viewers, welcome once again to another episode of African Confessions HD, rated on Extra Order Africa. My name is Solution Uncle. If you're still new in this show, we publish lifetime confessions. Usually we publish anonymously for their own safety reasons. In this video we have plenty of confessions. Stay tuned as I'm going to take you through all the stories. In the first confession, Solution Uncle, hide my identity. I am in trouble with the spirits of the people I killed. I am a lady in her mid-40s who has been a commercial sex worker for some time. Harsh living conditions forced me into the hustle, and up to now, I regret. I grew up staying with my grandmother. Mom passed away when I was still a child. She died without even revealing about my father, his whereabouts and name, everything. Before she died, she went to stay with a married man and dumped me. I started walking up and down the streets looking for food. What she was only paying was rentals. I couldn't afford bus fare to the village to my maternal grandmother. The man Mom went to stay with was a married man. Man's real wife hired thugs to attack my mother. The real wife was staying in another town with work. Mom was killed by the thugs. After Mom was killed, relatives were informed about their death by her friends. They came and noticed I was now staying alone. After Mom's funeral, I was taken by my maternal grandmother. Everything was well. She treated me well. But as years goes on, she was growing up. She ended up unable to work, so the result was to suffer. Everything was not working at all. My mother was her only child, so I was the one she was looking up to be a breadwinner in the future. She was around 79, and I decided to hustle because we could spend the whole day without eating anything, not affording to buy blankets, not affording to buy clothes. That's when I moved to town to search for greener pastures. In town, I started working in a shopping mall. I was working for this lady. The pay was very poor until this friend of me influenced me into this commercial sex working. I started sleeping with different men, but as time goes on, I started to notice some ladies were making a lot of money which was more than what I was working. So I asked them how they were managing to do it. They said they were doing other side hustles. I left it like that, but for some time I've been wondering why I wasn't driving, why I wasn't building mansions like they were doing by that time, until one day someone tipped me about what they were doing. They were assigned by a sangoma. They wanted blood of men they sleep with. So I went to the sangoma with the person. The sangoma took my blood to be used in the ritual. I was put into a pot. Muti and different charms were put into the thing. They started mixing me with it, ululating and singing weird songs. After the ritual, I returned to the street. The demand and the rule is simple. I should bring at least 2 liters of blood in 2 months. I managed to do it because I was now with a spirit in me. I couldn't care after the ritual. I was someone else. I killed a lot of men. I killed a lot of innocent souls. Last year in December, I went with this blood. As soon as I entered into the shrine, the sangoma started shouting and scolding me. Why could you bring such dangerous blood to my palace? I will be in trouble. You will be in trouble. Why could you bring such? I was shocked. How could he be like that instead of being someone very happy about the blood I came with? That was the end of me. The sangoma started hating me. All the spirits of the men I killed are coming into at my mansion, singing, crying. Why could you kill us? Now I am in trouble. I am unable to walk. My legs are swollen. I went to another sangoma. He is saying, go to the families of the men you killed. surrender yourself, start confessing to them. But I don't know where the men were coming from. We just met these men at nightclubs and taverns. That's my story, Solution Uncle. Please publish for me. Hide my identity. I will be reading all the comments. Thank you. If you publish, I am in trouble. Yellow Solution Uncle, please hide my identity when you publish. I am a top police officer. I went to Malawi to do a ritual so that I can be promoted to a higher rank. It was in 2019. Everything was not working well at my work. My friends were being promoted. I was remaining at the same rank. It was hitting me from the deepest part of my heart. Someone suggested we should go to Malawi. He was also experiencing the same. We went to Malawi. In Malawi, the Sangoma we consulted said there was no human sacrifice. We're okay with that. We're very happy. He told us to go back to South Africa, then return with chickens, alive chickens. We asked him, why, if we can buy those chickens here in Malawi? He rejected and said, go and take the chickens at your village of origins. We go back to South Africa and take the chickens. Went to Malawi. The ritual was done. From that day, everything started flowing. I was promoted. But there is something that is happening. On that day, the ritual was done. A family member of my family dies. I am suspicious and I am feeling guilty. No one is suspecting that I might be the reason behind all this, but I am suspecting, why could every single day I did a ritual, a family member dies on that day, or something can happen at our family. Like last year on that day, our family members were into a road accident. They died on the same incident where they're returning from a funeral of a relative. So now I am in trouble. I don't know the reaction of the people tomorrow if they know I am the one behind all this. Can you please help me with advices? I hide my identity, please. I met this guy through a class in uni. We knew each other, but we were not close until final year. I was going through a heartbreak and he was there for me, and though that pregnancy came in, he promised me he will not leave me and even care to see my dad to accept the pregnancy. Then later the stories were many. It's either he is busy or broke or tired. I went to do the scan and they said it was twins. I called him and tell him and he didn't sound happy about it. Months passed in my pregnancy and he won't even pass by my place or call to check up even until I gave birth. He stopped answering my calls, so my dad got angry and went to his house. The parents assured us that he would be coming for the naming and all that, of which he did. After naming the child, he vanished. No calls, no money, nothing. My dad went to see him. Dead again, only for his father to tell my dad that my boyfriend's church has chosen a beloved for him already. They were even together before he met me, so he can't do anything about it. Now, I don't know if he left home, cause he is always not home when I go there, and even my dad is tired of the situation, so he has left it like that. My mom is normal. In the future, he will come and be looking for the child. Meanwhile, he hasn't given a cent to them before. I am planning to go to the church with my babies. According to his father, the pastors know he impregnated me, but they say they can't do anything about it. Yellow Solution Uncle, I am a married man, married for the past 8 years. We did the traditional ceremony at her home and we have kids. All of a sudden, my wife won't keep quiet about us doing a white wedding. We are not struggling as we used to, but the kids are bringing along takes to toll on me financially, and I don't plan on wasting money away to do a white wedding. considering that she is also not doing any good job ATM. It looks like your family and friends are pushing her to do this. I spoke to my brother-in-law, who is a good friend, and he has told me to stand my ground because his sisters and mom are not giving my wife good advice. She has been very moody with me these weeks because of this, and I don't like it. We have spoken over this issue over and over. She still insists she wasn't like this at first. She even wanted something small when we were getting married. Any advice? Yellow, I have a problem with voyeurism and I need help. I grew up in a family house and I had one cousin who used to live next door. He would bring different ladies into the room. I was around JSS and very curious, so I would go behind their window and watch them and bet. This became normal to me, to the point where I'm not turning on by watching people do it than doing it myself. So I have a serious porn addiction. When I entered tertiary, I made these friends who would go for hookups, girls, and come and talk about it. One day, one of the guys said he was feeling for it, but he wasn't having enough on him. I told him I can pay so that he gets one of the girls, but that I want to be there and watch them. He said no problem. He was renting a single room around campus, not a hostel. So the girl came. She charged us for threesome and they started, and I was sitting there watching and just playing with the body small. I wanted to go as well, but I came before my friend, and later we did that many times, even joining our money. Although we started taking turns, I saw that I was more aroused watching them than doing it. After school, that friend left to a different region, so we stopped. Now, although I have a girlfriend, we have intimacy, and I crave for that feeling of watching people, and even porn. It is not enough. I know it's psychological, but has anyone else experienced something like this? Cause it feels like I am the only one. I'm turning 26 next year. Hello guys, kindly comment your thoughts. I have this uncle. He is my daddy's young brother, but closer to me in age. He is in the 30s and married. I am 24. He and I are very close, like friends. We go for poet and events that life. So I know about the girls he goes out with. Same with him. He has done some abortions. I have kept quiet about it, but it seems his wife has found out about something. My dad called me and asked me if my uncle was seeing other women, cause he denied it and I also denied it, saying that we just go out and have some few drinks. I wish I can say, oh yeah, but uncle has introduced me to drugs and some substances. Long story short, I feel a little guilty because I see how his wife is not happy and his children are small, and my dad and him are very different in a character. Now my dad is telling me to talk to him about what I know about my uncle, since we are very close, but I can't also do that because the man relates with me like a brother, and truth, he told me, gives me some coins here and there to sort myself out, and I don't use my money to buy anything when he takes me out. I beg, how can I remove myself from this issue?